buys the smoke because he's going to be aiming towards an AWP early on this map.
Sure he will be. We're into the pistol round first, though. Got to get that out of the way before we can think about any AWPs. It is SJ on CT side with that kit we were talking about. Only one man on B right now. Yampi has got a tough task on his hands, and I think he's just going to give up on this one. The smoke's come through, so he can't really do anything here. The bomb will be planted, and SJ, even with this defuse kit, will have an easy time retaking this site, although maybe they won't need to because the bomb plant is denied. Another kill comes in. SJ just hunting down these frags. Frog holding in towards Banana, spamming away, doesn't get the headshot he was looking for, but he finally finds it. Trades keep on coming, though. It's an even numbers position right now. However, it is eventually left up to DJL. The bomb plant seems very unlikely. At this point, it's mainly about the frags. If he had the bomb, maybe DJL could run over towards A, but the bomb is firmly trapped on the B site. And with Zate and Khan having this crossfire set up, it's really difficult to see how DJL can come back into this one. He's going to try to find the correct angle of approach, and this might be the position to come in from. He might get a chance onto Zate. Timing is everything here. Zate not exposing himself. Khan continue to hold, but he's not going to expect this. He gets caught out. DJL finds one for free. It's into the one-on-one. Dink comes in, and DJL wins the clutch. Only a few seconds left on the clock at the end there, but he gets it done.
Be sure to keep an eye over on the Chaos side. They're going to be the stars of the show, I think, on the terrorist side. And make sure that there's always going to be a close game coming through. That was an interesting round for sure. And as they leave spawn now, you see that they're definitely the team looking to have a pretty heavy advantage in terms of hardware coming into this. SJ go in for a force buy, so they've got themselves pistols alongside a scout, which is a buy that we see come out quite frequently. Yampi was hoping to have the AWP, but now able to get armor alongside a scout. He could really swing this round over into SJ's favor. Well, SMGs. You see, this is a problem for Chaos, I suppose. Coming into this with majority SMGs up against players that do have head armor for the most part and CZs in play, that could be a very even fight up close. Down to the first bullet hit. Not stacking up either. Not committing towards the bomb site early on. They're making their presence known towards B. The bomb now starts to shift up Banana. They have utility to push in for an execute, and just a smoke in CT will completely lock the SJ side out of the B bomb site right now. But, oh, actually not anymore because they get to stack up the boost as Sadie's up on top. Zart's going to try to cross the bomb site and help out with a bit of crossfire.
Now, they're only on Banana right now on the Chaos side, so they probably have to just go in towards B. A third man starting to rotate over, and with 30 seconds left, in comes the push. DJL leading the charge with the AK. The SMG is also here for the follow-up, but Khan finds a couple of kills. A third from Khan. How has he got away with that? It's all up to Relaxer. The bomb gets dropped, and this has gone terribly for Chaos. They only get a single kill on the round, but what a play from Khan. He emerges through the smoke and makes the difference.
Up against those armored opponents, it's very difficult when the opposing team goes for the force buys, especially considering the CT side of Inferno, one of the most viable maps for force buys to come through. Pistols can be particularly effective, and you see exactly why. As they come in finding the opening round, that is, well, the second round. Chaos behind by a little bit now. As SJ bring out a double scout buy. Interesting enough. Must have returned a force buy into play. Boatin has an AK-47. Freddy nice enough to donate that over. Can't even get himself armor. Situation could certainly be better for Chaos. They're going to try to play around this AK, see what damage it can do by itself.
Assume the pistols will be going in first, and then Boatin will be trying to trade. Pleasant nearly gets the opportunity to get the opening. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen, and the AK was out of the hands of Boatin, so it has to be recovered by Freddy Frog. He's keeping it, despite not having Kevlar. Only one kill going the way of SJ early on, and Chaos will look to find a different angle of approach as they start to group up into B.
No utility for this B push, so they are going to be exposed to CT. Luckily, SJ haven't pulled over any rotations just yet. They'll have to make the push happen very quickly indeed. Waiting for the smoke to dissipate. All grouped up behind it. Sadly towards dark with a scout in play. It's going to be Zart with the AK. That's the real driving force of this defense. Finds one. There's a second as well. Saddy's even coming in with his own on the scout headshot. But now trapped towards the back of the bomb site. He needs the assistance of... Well, maybe he doesn't need the assistance of his teammate. Comes out with the CZ and just finds the kill himself. It's a 2-1 scoreline. SJ coming ahead early on despite losing the pistol. Frag leader there. Kern with 5. And we saw his impact in the round before. Very, very beautiful defense over on the B-bomb site. Swinging the pistol round firmly in their favor.
Full save from Chaos. Not much for them to do in this one. Molly goes down mid. Pleasant will be able to avoid it. However, SJ are taking some aggression down Banana, which could have been a risk against the pistols. Oh, Zarte really pressing the issue here. I don't think he needs to go this aggressive, but I don't think it will cost him much either because the AUG is obviously much better than the Glocks. And I'm glad that Zarte falls back after giving away the fact he'd pushed down Banana. He doesn't stick around for too long, doesn't take any further unnecessary risks. And so it means that Chaos will be able to get too many chances opening that early into this round.
And Chaos walking away with the victory in this round would be certainly beyond belief for now. Nothing but Glocks. Very few people lose to Glocks, and when they do, they get passionate. At the moment, it's a very soft play from SJ. Look to lullaby these T's. Saddy sticking around a little bit long. The flashbang blinds him a little bit, but he's still able to find 3. Starts in there for the 4th, and it's, I mean, it is Banana. It's a very choke point orientated part of the map. You've got Glocks running at you. It's easy to do with the quick spray down.
Another buy coming through for Chaos. We haven't seen any AWPs early here on Inferno. The Yampy's got the scout, so I guess there is a sniper in play. Just not the normal sniper that you see. Zarte will deploy an early incendiary. 2 incendiaries go down to try and trap Chaos. However, Pleasant is able to get away pretty easily. I don't know what that smoke is accomplishing there from Pleasant, really. Okay, so he started to move forward. So it looks like that smoke has done enough to force SJ away from Banana. They don't want to risk fighting for that one. So Chaos is starting to gain some early map control. They've got control of apartments. They also seem to be able to fight for Banana. Not too bad of a start for Chaos, but their nades are somewhat limited. They've only got a couple of smokes and flashes left, so they'll need to make sure they use the rest of their utility efficiently towards the sites.
Okay, Alexa takes down Zart. Fortunate, there was a small bit of a gap there. Peek around. As Chaos make their way towards B, still rotations coming in from the A bomb site. Yampy doesn't want that scout anymore. He's happy to take another kind of scope. A mid-tier scope, the AUG. Smoke down to CT. That's missed. That's massively missed. What did that bounce off? I mean, you smoked the pit at that point. CT completely open, and they lose almost everybody crossing. Saddy's able to just sit there and mow them down. Laxa left in a 1v3. It's a difficult spot for him. He finds one. Now knows there's another player towards the CT spawn as well, but the peek comes in time for Saddy. Find himself a 4th kill in the round, and a 4th round for SJ. Looking very good on the CT side. We are going to see Chaos calling a pause. They haven't got a whole lot of money. Contemplating what they want to do, because although the money isn't amazing. They can afford to invest somewhat, at least like full deagles. They could take bits of utility as well if they want to, see what they can do with an aid stack banana, fast A pushes. They have a lot of options open to them. They're discussing exactly what they want to go for here. But so far, this has just been the SJ show early on. I mean, looking at the position Chaos have come from, they came into the map, they looked good, they won the pistol round, got torn apart directly afterwards by the force buy. Since then, SJ have taken very few losses. They've got 10 deaths between all of them across 5 rounds. Not too shabby. 170 ADR on Sadie as well, my god. Of course, we've had a couple eco frags along the way. But that last round, I think he got the majority of his damage just on the cross. I still don't understand what the smoke bounced off of. Can't miss those smokes.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but it is unacceptable to be missing those smokes at this level, especially because I pointed out earlier in the round that they were running kind of low on smokes. So I even at one point they need to make sure they use their smokes and flashes efficiently to take the site, and that wasn't exactly the most efficient smoke to get them onto the site safely. Early aggression down mid. Yampi getting that AWP into play, something we haven't seen so far, but it's working for him. Nice little double kill against the pistols, and he even gets the third. Solid work from Yampi, and this is a nice round for Yampi to just get warmed up with that AWP. There wasn't really much threat coming into this one from Chaos, but to land those shots so consistently just kind of helps grow his confidence a little bit.
Growing the confidence, but also growing the economy. I mean, SJ right now have so much money in the bank. Chaos are going to find it hard to find any free rounds on the back of victories. As they come into things here with an AWP and 4 AK-47s, full util as well to play with. This is the best they've looked for quite a while. They need to start clocking up rounds on this T side, or SJ are just going to walk away with the show. Inching their way towards the A bomb site early on. 4 players in middle. 1 coming in through the apartments. Going to set up for smokes in what seems to be a much faster paced round than what we've seen previously from Chaos. They jump up short. They spot no one's here. They're going to keep on rolling. Now they pretty much know there's a player in pit at this point. With absolutely no short control. 9 times out of 10 there's a guy in pit. Molotov doesn't see anybody peeking forward. Flashbang's going over. Here comes the push to the site, and it's a very swift attack.
Arvid with one on the hold. Kills keep on coming. It's Khan with a couple of kills of his own. Arvid eventually traded on, but Khan survives in the pit. That's a problem for Chaos. They cannot get that bomb down safely. The smoke gives away where he is. Freddy Frog pounces to get himself a kill. But as I was saying, Khan is just sitting in pit on the CT side. Are they aware of his position? They surely must be. They spotted him earlier, but Khan is just biding his time, and he finally shows himself, trying to find the kill onto the site. His teammate isn't really that close by. The nade lands on towards him. Khan taken down quite low on health in this 2-on-2, and in come the kills. It's Chaos who get their second round on the board, and a much-needed round win there.
I like how they deal with Karn first of all by dropping the smoke on the cross towards the bomb site so he can't really get anything done past spamming in through it. Thereafter, they just leave him there. They know that it's not an issue that they have to force. As long as they're conscious of him walking out of the pit and peeking it. You know, you can see the Opera was safe behind the wagon. Player on the bomb site was making sure he didn't walk up and aggress further. So now they're only looking for the other player or for Karn to make a move. It puts him on the back foot, even though he's got a good position. He can't do anything in the round to support his teammate without exposing himself to one of these guys that's ready for him. And Molotov isn't quite going to reach Plestin, I don't think. He drops a smoke nonetheless and gets naded to death. Trapped in the tree, SJ just destroy him with grenades. And a very early on 2-man advantage now playing into the favor of SJ. They've also got a lot of map control pushed aggressively down Banana.
Oh, yeah. Not what you want to see there. Something else you don't like to see is that Chaos currently have 2 players that are 0, 0, and 8 on the scoreboard. Watson and Plessin haven't had any impact in these first 8 rounds. That's something that has to change, and I think that's something we have to keep track of. We'll see if they can turn things around, because if you've only got 3 players fragging, it's almost impossible to win a map. think it's almost impossible for Chaos to win this round as well, because in a 2v5 with little time left, it might even be worth thinking about the save call here. I don't think the losing bonus is that great for Chaos. Actually, it'll be okay with the new money bonus, I guess, with how the new money system works. But I don't really know what Chaos can do here. It's just such a raw position to be in this 2-on-5.
I guess, well, with this time, saving the weapons has to happen. No point aggressing further. But it pretty much forces them into a position of reinvestment in the next round. DJL doesn't save over any money, sadly. Or rather, doesn't get any money for that round. He could have dropped the weapon if he did. If it was Boatin, for example, carrying over that rifle, things would have been great. But now it's kind of an awkward spot. Boatin can get himself an AK. Pleasant can find himself one as well with a bit of util. Relaxed, not in the same boat. He's got a deagle in hand. Boatin takes a P250. Okay, so we're only playing down to 2k or so. DJL and Freddy will still feel a pinch in their pockets for the next round. Relax is even quite low with the deagle in play. I wouldn't have minded seeing just a full force on the back of the AKs coming in, but let's see how it plays out.
Watson, one of the players yet to frag on the Chaos side, was thinking about going for some aggression out through opponents. He decides against it. Relax has got a flashbang lined up. Chaos have quite a few nades in this round, considering they haven't fully invested. The utility's pretty decent for them, and Yampy is forced off the angle. That's exactly how you want to deal with those AWPers. Flash him off the angle, make sure that he can't get an opening kill, and now that they force the CTs back, it's drawn a rotation in towards A. This is nice from Chaos. As they start to group back up towards B, they've got a chance to do something here. There's only one man on B for the CTs right now.
Yeah, but that man is Zart sitting down in Banana with an AWP in hand, and you can see that Sadie's ready to rotate. He's in the CT spawn, and as the flashbang goes down, a smoke is dropped. Sadie's going to be there, and you're running into a two-man defense nonetheless. Fake on A, pretty much ineffective. That flashbang going to catch a couple of the T's as well as they push on through. Zart and Sadie find the kills. Relax on the Deagle lands one. Freddy with another, and we're down to an even 3-on-3. Even despite the low HP on Pleasant, it's not the worst situation in the world because the bomb plant is in their favor. The time ticking down, and SJ now forced to push this bomb site on a retake.
Ooh. Yampy comes close on the wallbang, but does not connect. Kill comes in from Arvid. Both these T's in the exact same position. This cannot be good for them. The push is about to come in, and Relaxer has got multiple angles to deal with. 3 CTs against him. The time is low, but the kill comes through. And so SJ will go on to win the round. And those two players I was talking about earlier, Mitch, Boatin and Plessen, are still yet to frag. I mean, this has got to change soon.
Yeah, 0 for 9 is, it's not ideal. You could say that. Locking between them, what, 20, less than 26 ADR. That's added together. I mean, you can't expect a whole lot, but it can be hard to get started on the T side sometimes. So that Chaos getting the ball rolling. And so far it looks like the ball ain't going anywhere. SJ have taken it home. They don't like other people playing with their balls.
Right. Some people might be into it. Not SJ though.
Not at all. It's like when you used to go out to the football court and someone would be like, "Did you say can you play?" Oh, sorry, I don't know how to play the ball.
Did you just say the football court, not the football pitch?
Yeah, because you gotta. So where we used to play was a tennis court and a football pitch, so gotta mix the two together. You have to move the net if you wanted to play.
Sounds fun. They're 0-0-10, by the way. They just can't get a kill. They can't buy a kill right now, Mitch. It's not going well. Everyone's had those games, though. We've all had those games before.
It's also a basketball court as well.
Nice.
It was all in one. It was good. It wasn't good. Too many people wanted to use it.
Oh,
But
no.
yeah, like, I mean, Chaos are just being locked out of this. This is nuts from SJ to be able to come back into it on the map pick of Chaos and just dominate. Where the players here, you can see Relax it. Last 3 months certainly seems to be the top player on the server, or at least he should be statistically. Although he's doing a great job himself in a lot of these rounds. It's Sadie and Kern really standing out. 12 kills each. 4 assists on Sadie. 120 ADR. He's just too big of an obstacle. I mean, everybody's performing right now on the CT side, and we're just not seeing the same thing from Chaos. Like you said, we got 2 players still there. 0 for 10. I mean, one, maybe you can carry it along. One player can have a bad game, but you got 2 guys doing nothing. Can't hope to achieve much.
It's kind of hard to look past that right now. It's quite rare you see anyone go 0-0-10, let alone 2 players on the same team. I do remember a couple of times. There have definitely been times where pro players have gone 0 for 15.5. I remember one time Edward did. Hopefully for Chaos's sake, that won't be the case for them here, because it's always a little bit embarrassing when that happens. I think the worst I've ever done in a matchmaking was 1 for 15 one time, but I got that 1 kill. That all-important kill, Mitch.
I think you can argue that you're going to find players out of position in matchmaking a lot more commonly than you will in professional games.
Surely not.
Just a guess. I'm not sure. We'll never know. But yeah, one of the things you got to remember, I think people are often way too quick to comment on it and say, oh, what the hell, man, that guy got, 2 for 15, replace him, he needs to go, got to get him off the team, all this sort of stuff. It's like the best players in the world have bad games. Everybody does. It's just, in this case, Chaos, you got 2 players that are being walked all over. They're being read perfectly. They're losing their angels when they peek out. Running into the AWPs. Why does Zart not got a gun? Why has Zart got literally no weapon?
What? Wait, what?
Why? No, really, why has Zart not got a weapon? Hello? Hello? What's going on? He has a USP. I don't know if the game's completely bugged out, but he has only got a USP and no armor. No, sorry, no util. We were dispensing his earlier. What's going on? If they lose this round now, after... Oh no, they've got to go for a retake with a USP. They've got to do it. That's deserved. I don't know if that was because he was AFK for a minute getting a biscuit, or what was going on. But I mean, I hope it wasn't a disrespectful thing, because if it was, that's karma.
Well, look at who it is on Chaos getting the kills on the board. Pleasant and Boatin both open up the A site. The 2 players who were yet to frag come through for Chaos. Maybe this could be the turning point of this game. If those 2 start to show up, that could be big, because now that you've got those kills on the board, it does kind of shift your mentality almost. It's like, okay, we're finally on the board. Let's get rolling. Let's get back into this game. It can make you get much more positive in terms of your mindset, and that's what I hope to see. Is Arte not going to save anything?
He's trying to get a gun.
He couldn't find one. Oh, man, that sucks.
What a full buy. Zart just saved the USP. That doesn't happen too often.
No.
The only time you see that happen is when a player drops their weapon to pick up another, and they stand there smashing E, and it just doesn't work because this game is inconsistent. Let's keep it PG. This game is inconsistent at times. If there's a grenade within 10 feet of a gun and you press E, and you already had that grenade, no, you're not picking up that weapon.
Getting that nade. But you don't even get the nade.
Oh, yeah, you don't even. You have to walk over the nade.
Yeah.
It's so dumb. But clipping, what can you do? Boatin clips Sadie and takes him down. And now certainly it looks like maybe they pause the game, listening to the stream a little bit, go, hey, they calling us out for being 0 for 10? Let's show these guys. Show them what we're made of. Coming in with the decent scoreline developing at least. For Chaos, they're up on 3. They're looking for 4. Man advantage in this round. Zart's got a weapon, so things are looking up for the SJ side. They found the buy menu. And Zart actually holding down with that AUG. This is a dangerous angle. Oh, okay. Less dangerous angle now. He's out in the open. Flashbanged. Very dangerous. I think they've spotted him. Smokes go down to at least protect him a little bit. Oh, and he's able to find 2 on the back of it, dancing around that smoke. They know he's there, spamming through, not finding the kill. 3 versus 3. He needs to stay alive here. Allow his teammates to come up behind. Arvid's on the flank already. He could get the damage done. Indeed, he does. AUG in play. Yampy finds 1 on the op, and it's all over. SJ have pulled off the 9th round for their team and guaranteed themselves at least a decent scoreline, considering losing the pistol round. 9-6 is a great score, and that would be only achievable if Chaos can pull off the full buy here and get the victory, which is always in question because SJ have just been convincing so far.
Does Arvid have a gun? Yes. Okay. Just making sure. Okay, there was one on the floor for him. He's got an AK. Round 13, and Chaos will look into Banana early. Yampy is here to meet them, but it's Relaxer holding the angle. Chaos take 2 opening fights in their favor. At this point, I'd like Chaos to just slow things down. Just group up as a team, and as long as you push together and get those trade frags successfully, there should be almost no chance that Chaos lose this round. Khan's out in the open. He could be in trouble if the push were to come in towards him. And Chaos are doing exactly what I wanted to. All grouping up. They'll take A together. And this should go their way most of the time.
Well, you'd imagine so, but we've certainly seen SJ step up on an individual level in the past. Let's see if that's going to be the case again. Molotov towards Pit to clear that angle, but it's only the bomb side on long they have to worry about. Sadie sitting down there with an AUG behind the smoke, jumps up. He's double peaked now. He's in a lot of danger. His teammate comes in to try and help out a little bit, but Curran forced into a corner. A lot of players low HP here. This is still a very winnable situation for SJ. Curran with an M4A1S will be able to capitalize on the weakened up young fellows, but it doesn't look to be the case as they're going in for the save. You can see why Sadie and Arvid don't have the best of money. Even Yampy could use that drop of the AWP. Chaos going to be allowed to save over with 4 players left alive. Even despite having, look, like 8 HP on Freddy, 6 on Relaxed, 22 on DJL. That round, you know, if SJ pushed that, they had so much time. They had a kit as well. They had 2 kits. That could very easily have been their round, but they have no idea. Of course, you don't know how much damage you've done to the opponents. If they had that info, I've no doubt they would have been holding W and spraying everything.
The save's not too bad for SJ, as they managed to get themselves a buy into the next round, round 14. 4 in the hands of Yampy, and 1 in the hands of Relaxer. He started to have enough money for that AWP in these recent rounds. Looks like a fairly similar start to the previous round here. Chaos pressuring Banana early on. SJ trying to fight back with some nades of their own, but it's the AUG of Zarte that gets the opening, and Pleasant just has no assistance there. Didn't seem like Chaos were fully on the same page as to whether or not they wanted to fight for Banana. I think it was those incendiaries that kind of just caught Pleasant in the middle. He was forced to fight, and that's exactly what SJ were trying to do. They take the opening. However, Chaos have found themselves another kill. It's a 4v4. The HUD confused me, but it's a 4v4, Mitch.
It is indeed. DJL times 2. He's cloned himself in this round, but he only gets to use himself once. With 55 seconds on the clock, Chaos are going to try to make their way towards the A-bomb site, but the look of things. They've made some noise, and now backing off. Feigning an A fake, but it is in fact going to be an A fake followed by an A hit, as they find out very quickly. Kern going down. But hold on. What Chaos doing? Moving down second mid. The bomb drops down middle as well. This will be a very late A or B hit. The problem is, like, as time runs down, no more players spot on an A. They need to go fast. And Zart's going to start to get the heebie-jeebies here. The flashbang goes down. Yampy sees a nade. He knows now it's a push. He doesn't have utility to slow this down, though. Only the one flashbang in play and an AWP. This is very dangerous. Capitalizing on more than one kill will be very difficult. He lands one without the trade. Waiting for them to push him down. 10 seconds on the clock. He drops another. Now the potential, as the bomb plank goes down, they will manage to get it in. Taking down Zard in the process, and a 2 versus 1. DJL is dead. Don't believe the UI. As Sadie has to try and pull off this clutch. It's going to be a difficult one for him. Creeping forward with an A1S. He has a smoke in play, but both players on the bomb site will be able to dispatch him if he tries to ninja defuse this. Creeping into the crosshairs of the AWP, but hold on. There's the Molotov going out. It gives away his position, so Relax is going to be on guard, but his teammate might be dropped in the process. Maybe not, though. 20 HP. Boatin comes in with a 4K, and a 5th round for Chaos is on the board.
You got to get those kills. You molly him out. You only needed like 1 or 2 shots, just misses everything. Big whiff from Sadie. I don't think he would have won the round, but would have been nice to get the kill. Either way, last round of the half, and SJ only have the 1 rifle in play. Even that is only a FAMAS in the hands of Zarte. None of the premium rifles that I always talk about. Lesson taking banana control. SJ haven't been able to stop this in the recent rounds. Lesson almost gets the chance for an opening in towards CT. He's going to continue to play aggressively. I'd have thought that Plesson might start to fall back, but he decides to stick around, and it costs him his life. Zarte manages to find him from the other angle. Unfortunately for Chaos, despite gaining banana control, they've lost the opening fight.
Relax is looking to win out a duel towards the B bomb site. Out in the open with an AWP. It's a dangerous game to play. Last round sees SJ with not a whole lot to play with, by and large, so splitting up could certainly present a couple of problematic scenarios if they manage to drop a weapon and save it over. Three AKs and an AWP grouping up towards the A bomb site. You can see the bomb starting to gravitate up middle, as they're going to be taking long. Gotta be careful. SJ are getting a little bit frantic, a little bit pokey, moving forward on short. Arvid hiding behind the pillar in the smoke. This is very dangerous because they're looking to push on middle and short in just a moment. But as the push comes towards the bomb site, this is very, very poor timing for SJ. Karn was about to peek out to mid where he would have caught Relax on the AWP. As he does so, Relax is already out of there, made his way to long. The bomb site's planted on. He gets caught from Graveyard, leaving Zard and Yampy to try and pull this off. The only 2 rifles left in play. Chaos have a 2-man advantage on them. They've got their positions locked down. Not even playing in pit, but Graveyard, which offers the crossfire on the bomb side as well. This position is practically unwinnable, especially with Relaxa finding that frag. Yampy needs a miracle. He's got barely any time. Lands 1. Cross being watched. He doesn't manage to land the kill. Weirdly, Relaxa missing the shot, but DJL and Boatin were both there to find it on the back of it. So 9-6, we finish things off. And Chaos do well to pull themselves back up to that scoreline, considering how well the start was for SJ.
Yeah, pretty good for them there, I think. 9-6 at the half is still favored for SJ, but Chaos are absolutely in this game. That was their main aim heading into the half. And who knows, they might be able to come back into this one. We'll have to wait and see because, like you were pointing out earlier, this is the map pick of Chaos. So definitely not out of this one.
Yes, indeedy. Well, their T side we expected to be a little bit better with it being their map pick. Let's see if they can recover things as we move over to half number 2. That will be coming up in just a couple of seconds, so stay tuned to find out the results of SJ and Chaos.
Counter-terrorists win. LOOT.BET. Made for live betting.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. 9-6, SJ now on their T side. They need 7 rounds in order to find a victory in regulation. Chaos need 10. And so things are pretty much on equal footing as we begin things, with this being Chaos's map pick. Let's see if it's their CT side that they rely on for the victory.
Could be. Heading into this second half, we've got quite a few nades in play on both sides. Relaxer picks up the kit, DJL with a full set of nades, and then over on the T side, they also have some nades in play on towards Khan and Zarte. Only the one smoke, though. Khan used his early, so a full B execute with the smoke for CT and for coffins is not a possibility anymore. SJ really taking their time in this round. Not really posing a threat to Chaos right now, but they start to group up in towards Banana. Should be a smoke for CT. Zarte's got that one smoke in play, and I expect to see an explosive push in towards this B-bomb site.
DJL with a smoke himself spots them out and makes sure that they're not going to be walking through with clear eyes as Pleasant takes down one flashbang over. Pleasant just needs to hide, peeks out on the back of the flash, can't find anything further. Eventually gets taken down by Sadi as the rotations come in from DJL and Relaxa. They are unable to find frags for oh, never mind. DJL actually takes one on the Yampy. And now they're going to back off, wait for their full team to come in on this retake. They were unable to stop the bomb from being planted. With a kit in play, it doesn't present the largest of challenges. Relaxa closing in. Great shot connected onto Zarda. Has backup as well. Two players right behind him. They're going to push in. Definitely swinging in towards Dark in just a second. Cautious of Banana. Now they know the last player is there, so all they got to do is pick up that kit and go for the defuse. Going for it without a kit. But it doesn't matter. They still have time. They'll get it done. And that is going to be a 9-7 scoreline as Chaos win out the pistol. They'll start to close in the distance early on. Look at this quick little flick shot. Boom! First shot into the head of Zard.
I was quite concerned when that kit got dropped at the back of the site there. I thought that maybe the time would be the difference. But like you said, they just about get the defuse through without the kit necessary. And with the bomb plant coming through, SJ will be picking up a few pistols into this round. Their money should be very good into the next one. So anything in this round for SJ would simply be a bonus here in round 17. They won't be expecting too much. But if they could get a couple of kills or even a bomb plant, that would be ideal. Don't know if Chaos will be allowing that though, because they are holding towards this A site. There's only a few nades for SJ, so these flashbangs would have to be very, very good to allow the kills to come through. And SJ are starting to congregate around this A site.
Congregating and loitering, Chaos are quick to dispatch Karn. No hanging about over there. As Relaxa swings out a little bit further and takes down Sadi. He's going to keep going, even though he knows they're up close. Takes out a USB, a little bit too aggressive. That's one rifle dropped. But as the SMG of DJL finds a kill, he's going to rotate in, see if he can pick up that FAMAS. Only manages the deagle. Still not the worst in the world. It would have been better for them to lose one of the SMGs, though.
Ooh. Oh, for Yampy. Was not expecting that. Glass cannon on the T side. I guess this isn't a bad round for it, though, because you're against quite a few weak weapons. So having that AWP at range has a big advantage over those SMGs and those shotguns if you can take that fight. Then again, on Inferno, like the Mag 7 is just going to be playing around one of the close corners. The same can be said for the SMGs. And at that point, it's kind of awkward for Yampy to even use the AWP. So it could kind of go either way, depending on how Chaos play this round. It might make it difficult for Yampy to have too much impact with that sniper. Oof.
Okay, Bush coming forward. Zart's going to cut them off completely. Keeps DJL back with the spam. Now he's got to rotate around the coffins if he wants to stop this bomb plan from going down. Indeed he does. Over at the coffins. Trying to take a long-range battle with an SMG. That's certainly ballsy. Smoke goes down to slow them down just a small bit. And actually works. Look, they're rotating back towards the A-bomb site where two players still remain for Chaos. DJL calling that nobody's made movement just yet. Relaxa catches one off guard. Mag 7 from Freddy Frog. Not going to get all too much damage done, but Relaxa's managed to make it to the bomb site. They're not expecting him. He connects one more. A flash goes over. In goes the peak. Another kill. An AK picked up. Relaxa's doing all the work up in the corner. Is he going to be expected? Molotov goes down to stop the push from coming any further forward just yet. This could be all Relaxa's round. Yampy stood inside the Molotov. He's low HP. Relaxa almost gets them all. The SMG from DJL finishes it off so quickly. What a huge round from Relaxa, connecting nearly 500 damage by himself. Beautiful play. Look at this. Up close, picks up the AK in the corner, and Yampy was on 64 HP. Ran straight into that molly, knocking him down to 16 and making it such an easy kill for DJL to connect.
One by one, they all fight Relaxer. He was able to take just consistent one-on-one duels. And yes, you have to give credit to Relaxer for winning those fights. But at the same time, SJ needed to get that trade way, way sooner. It took way too long to find it. And wow, it's a complete shutdown in the apartments. They're against the pistols, so I guess it's kind of to be expected. But it looks as though SJ will be falling behind here. And remember, it was SJ that were looking so good earlier on in this map. This has been a pretty impressive comeback from Chaos to get to this point. By the way, Barton was one of the players who was 0 for 10 at one point. He's brought it back to a 12 and 12 scoreline. That's really impressive considering the circumstances. Sadly gets one kill through. He won't be finding much more. PJL's struggling a little bit, but he gets the job done eventually. Chaos into the lead.
Well, things are starting to get out of hand right now for SJ. The lead taken by the CT side, and the economy certainly favoring the defenders. You can see they're starting to build up a pretty pile of cash. Boatin on 7.5k, and you still have Pleasant and DJL with not a whole lot of money in play. A Mag 7 as well on Freddy Frog. I'm really surprised to see that making an appearance so frequently as well. Chaos really love that weapon. It's generally the auto shotgun you see played on over here on Inferno.
Yeah, I think the Mag 7's more consistent to get the guaranteed kill with the one shot like that, as we just saw by Freddy Frog. But the auto shot is a bit more sort of versatile, as in you can just keep on shooting away with it. So it's interesting to see. Nice shot from Barton. I think XJ just have to push B here. They don't really have much map control elsewhere. They're not committing to it just yet, though. And with the two-man disadvantage, again, doesn't look good for SJ in this round.
It's definitely not looking fantastic. Smoke down and Banana to stop the push from happening anytime soon. Okay. Fakes the steps down towards the bottom and then rotates back on up with the shift walk. Still the shots are running through from Alexa. Doesn't find any kills. He has a Molotov in play himself. Smoke's certainly starting to dissipate though. Only going to be the A players that have them, so they can't really slow them down so much anymore. But the double up setup on B is going to prove to be a pretty difficult opponent to take down. With 30 seconds left, still one player towards middle. Sadie's on his way over, but taking his time means this clock is going to be nearly empty by the time they push through. That Molotov stops the CT split, and with a smoke down as well. This is good because they're going to have to push straight into the hands of the CT side. Pleasant misses both shots with the AWP, though, presenting an opportunity. But again, look at the time. 10 seconds. All things considered, I mean, getting a plant down in this situation is going to be very difficult. That bomb is going down, but it's inside a smoke that was fading. Very easy for Pleasant to find the kill. No time anymore. And even despite the frags going in favor of SJ, all in all, they had to force the plant. There was just no time.
Spinning round. I'm getting dizzy. Oh, we good. Yeah, again, Chaos just able to win the round without too much of a worry right there, right? They managed to, again, play the clock. SJ run out of time in the end. It almost feels like it's getting to the point where SJ are kind of looking a little bit nervy as they push forwards, knowing that they've lost out on this second half, and you can see that reflected fully in those odds. Chaos firm favorites right now with the 2-round lead. What do you do if you're SJ right now? You need something to go your way. Maybe it's just try and find an opening with Yampi's AWP. That could be a possibility, but Chaos are playing it pretty safe. I don't really see a way in which that AWP will be able to find an opening, because Chaos are just sitting back and saying, okay, SJ, you guys have got to prove that you can win the round. And right now, that doesn't seem likely, because Pleasant is hungry for blood. Gets the second and the third. Pleasant shuts them out. And SJ, again, don't find anything at the start of the round.
Pleasant flashed behind him by accident. That was the only upside for SJ right there. It happened after all 3 kills went down, though, so didn't help at all. Chaos making very few mistakes right now, and those that they are, SJ just aren't capitalizing on. Boatin offered up a 1 versus 1. Managed the kill. Managed to walk away with it. Forces Kern out in the open, takes him down low, and the Molotov finishes him. And this is it. It's not that SJ have a shortage of opportunities. They're certainly being offered some. just finding it next to impossible to connect them. Look at this. Plessen finds 1v1s everywhere. The timing was perfect. The flashbang forced the op back. He's able to win the duel up front. Able to win the duel down further then with the op shot missing. And at the moment, I mean, SJ coming into this round, they have minimal investment. It's probably going to be a 13-9. With how dominant Chaos have looked, we really need to see a change of pace, a change of strategy, just some form of change from SJ. Because right now, they're just not looking like a well-gelled team. That nade's going to do some damage as well. Kern down to 50 without the armor. Of course, it takes quite the toll on your HP.
Ooh, Yampy? That is a bit mean. Through the smoke, gets the wallbang headshot, and that will prompt them to push in towards A. Barton is here alongside Relaxer. They get a couple of kills each, and with the bomb being dropped on the site, it seems like Chaos have done enough here on the hold. Zarte's in CT spawn. That's cheeky. DJL should be caught in the back. Oh, Zarte. Has he got a chance here? He's going to get one. No, he's not. DJL turns around in time, and it is Chaos's round win. Looked a little close for a second there. At least something going the way of SJ in that round. They managed to get a couple of kills, but the round win not coming through. And at this point, SJ need to start getting some round wins because, again, they're yet to win a round on this T side.
Just been shut out from the very beginning, and this is one of their final opportunities. Coming into it with the full buy. Oh, the Molotov on the Sadi. He's going to be taking quite a bit of damage, and as he tries to bail on out of there after dropping the smoke, they're completely aware. Dealing the damage with the grenades. Chaos take Yampy down to 60. They've already got a 2-man advantage as well. Very aggressive control on Banana. Eventually is going to be alleviated, but it's by choice, and that's the problem right now. Plessen, full blind, doesn't land the shot. Was damn close to doing so.
Oh, I thought he might hit that one. He saw him. He could have tried the wallbang. Well, he did try the wallbang. Could have connected. Not the best position for Pleasant at sandbags. Thankfully, he's got smoke, so he can get back to safety. And with a minute left on the clock, SJ need to try and find an opening. Again, Yampy's playing with that AWP. He's had almost no impact with it on this T side. We've never really seen the AWP be able to take those opening fights. Like I've been saying, Chaos are just playing it safe, so it's not easy for that AWP to find an angle of approach. And once you start to commit really far forwards with that sniper, you can be caught up close, you can be in real trouble. With 32 seconds left, SJ have made their minds up. They're going back towards A. However, this looks like a pretty strong setup from Chaos.
Indeed it does, with Relaxer finding another opening. There's Freddy with could be the final. Coming in with the AWP. Can't land it. He's bailing out. Gonna play it safe. I like that decision. His other teammate's pretty low in HP. And being taken down here could compromise the security of the round. Baiting him in so his teammate can find the kill. I love that. DJL up on top just lands it in the back of Arvid. Absolutely destroying him from behind. 14-9. Chaos. I mean, this is flawless from them. We said as they swapped over, look, they had a decent scoreline. Was it going to be the CT side that really shone through from them? That was the reason that they picked this map, and evidently that seems to be the case. SJ just can't get those rounds up right now. Chaos 2 away from victory and facing into another force buy. You can see, I mean, look, there's 2 AKs, 3 Galils. Look at the odds. Massively in favor of Chaos. But this time, the round starts to swing maybe out of sorts. SJ find the opening kill. And Chaos now have to play from a man behind, and that man being Freddy Frog.
I think this is the first time Chaos have really had to play from a man disadvantage in this second half. I think in almost every other round, we've seen Chaos win the opening trades. This time, we'll see how they play with this man disadvantage. Sometimes it is worth taking a slight risk at this position to get yourself back into the round. Relax will be holding short, spots the player out, but the flashes force him away. Nearly caught out, but he gets back to safety. Push comes in, but oh, what is that? Arvid doesn't clear the corner. That's a big mistake, as SJ cannot take this A site. There are plenty of players to stop them, and the Orgs are doing all the damage. Zarte left in a 1v2, thanks to finding a couple of kills. But Barton is waiting patiently in the pit. Oh, Zate might go B. If he goes B right now, this would be such a sick read, but it doesn't work. Pleasant spots him out, and it is going to be map and series point for Chaos.
A great attempt by Zarda there. The problem was Relaxa kept on baiting him. No, sorry, Button kept on baiting him. Shooting down in the pit, shooting at the wall, just making sure he knew, hey, I'm over here. Look this way. So he's kind of creeping back. He can't afford to run just in case he gets peeked at that point. And he's just all the time baiting for Pleasant to come in on the AWP to find that final kill. 15-9. Look at the money for Chaos. They have so many consistent buys now capable to be pulled out. SG are gonna have to fight against like 4 full buys they'll have to beat down before they even get to a victory or to an overtime. And this is Chaos just dominant. Dominant as hell from the very beginning of this CT side. SJ haven't found a single round. In the previous, they started it with a good opening, but this time, a man down. Yampy's already out of rotation. We've got 4 AK-47s. Freddy's about to make sure that the ranks thin a little bit further on the T side. Watton smokes off middle, making this push a little bit more difficult. Nade damage, not too significant. He's going to look for it through the smoke, though. You know it, but Sadie's the one to find it. And 3 versus 4, it's not unworkable for the T's.
Relaxer looks for the information. That's a good bit of information to gather because it means that Chaos can stick over towards B, realizing that top mid seems fairly open. In fact, Freddy Frog looked like he wanted to rotate over. Khan catches him. Pleasant gets a kill of his own. Keep on trading into the 2-on-2, but both teams are split right now. Zate has to win this fight. He cannot lose the bomb. Oh, DJL's got the angle. That's it. That might be it. It is indeed. Relaxer comes in with the USP. It's Chaos to have a flawless CT side to go on to a 16-9 victory. I don't know why the scores flipped at the top. It was